These are the things that I cannot stop using this last month. I thought in lieu of favorites that I'm going to do every like 3 months, I thought I would just share with you at the end of every month the things that really compel me to use them day after day after day. Today we're going to talk about skincare, of course. We're going to talk about some hair care, some body care, and also a couple devices that I have religiously used the entire month, and I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. Okay, if you're new here, my name is Penny. I'm a master esthetician. I'm super excited that you're here. I have a huge collection of skincare, hair care, and devices. So for me personally, sometimes it's really nice to take an inventory of the things that I actually reach for over and over, because it tells me the things that I actually want to repurchase, the things that are worth having backups, that kind of thing. So I want to get right into it. Let's start with skincare. First of all, I have picked up every day, almost without fail, the 6 Peptide Skin Booster from Cosrx. So you're going to see this in a video coming up really soon about peptides, and I'm going to share with you why I think peptides are one of the best ingredients in skincare. They can work on inflammation, they can help with hydration, they can help with cell signaling, so you can get, collagen, elastin, that type of thing. This product in particular is really great because number one, it's affordable. Number two, it is elegant. It's a beautiful product. I picked mine up on Amazon, and I'm literally like a quarter of the way through the bottle because I've used it every day since it showed up. It has some really interesting ingredients in it. It has, of course, some peptides, but it also has NAG. And honestly, I don't know if people pronounce that NAG or NAG, but it is essentially an amino acid plus a sugar. Now, why does that matter in our skincare? Mostly because this is something that exists in all the cells in our body, and it's really important in wound healing, in inflammation reduction, etc. So it's a really interesting ingredient to see in here. The fact that you can get this kind of a product under $20 to me is exciting. It's like a thick essence or a thin serum, depends on how you want to look at it. Comes in a pump, if you can see, and it's just, it's a slightly thick essence. I wouldn't say that it is anywhere close to a serum. It's closer to an essence, but it's definitely a little bit thicker than just a water. The way that I use it is I pump some into my hand and I just press it into the skin, and that's it. I love it. It soaks right into your skin. I feel like it hydrates right away. It has humectants in it, and I know that it has all those really great ingredients. The great ingredients that I think are boosting another product that I pick up every single day, and that is my Peptide Night Moisturizer from Dermatology. So I was out of this for a little while, and so I reordered it, and when I got it in, I started pairing it with this one. I started layering them, and the reason for that is that this one, it has peptides in it as well, and they're peptides that I want in my skincare routine. This one has different peptides in it, different important ingredients that are cell signaling, that are going to help with hydration, elastin, collagen, anti-inflammatory ingredients, all of that good stuff. This is the perfect daytime moisturizer. I know that it says Peptide Night Cream, but I love it during the day. In fact, I don't even really use it at night anymore. I just use it during the day, and I layer it on top of this. I feel like it gives me the perfect lightweight moisturizer that packs enough of a humectant punch that all I need over top is a sunscreen, and then I'm good to go. Okay, so I've been picking up an eye cream that has been a favorite for years, and the reason why is because I was watching on Instagram and I saw some ad, and it was a young girl, but I saw her using her eye cream and then going over with her concealer, and she was talking about kind of combining her eye cream and her concealer, and it got me thinking how I wanted to reincorporate a daytime eye cream back into my routine, because I've been kind of skipping out on eye cream during the day. I use my Dermatology HPR at night, but I've kind of just gotten a little lazy during the day as far as eye cream. Well, I pulled out my favorite daytime eye cream that I've been using for a few years now. It's the Dermalect Revitalizing Eyelid and Dark Circle Eye Cream. You guys, this one is so good, and I think I kind of forgot how much I like to use it during the day. You can use it at night too if you want to, but I love this one during the day because it has optimal optical diffusers. So it kind of makes the area, I use it all around my eyes. I use it on my lids. I use it under my eyes. It makes that whole area look a little bit better right away because it has those optical diffusers, but it just gives a little bit of like reflection off of the area. So it kind of disperses light so that you don't see imperfections quite as much. So for that reason alone, I like it a lot because it instantly makes my eye area look better without any kind of coverage. There's no pigment in it or anything like that. The other thing that I really like is when I remember, I will keep it in the fridge. I don't always, but when I remember, I will. It has a little top on it like this. So even when it's not kept in the fridge or anything like that, it feels nice and cooling around the eyes. I do not use a lot of this product. I barely dot a little bit on, and then I sit and give myself a little bit of an eye massage. The other thing is it does have ingredients in it that are really fantastic for dark circles. Namely, it has something called haloxyl. Now that is a grouping of peptides that are supposed to be potentially good for helping diminish dark circles. So supposed to be anti-inflammatory, supposed to help to break up pigment, supposed to help with, all of the things that we got going around the eyes that we want to address, except for puffiness. I don't think haloxyl actually addresses puffiness, but this has something else in it called isoryl, and that's supposed to help with puffiness. So this has the key like under eye or around your eye ingredients that I like to look for in an eye cream, but then on top of that, it has those optical diffusers. So this has definitely been something that I've been reaching for every day, and I'm glad that I got it back out. This is something that you can do. Look through your stash and pull stuff out that you used to love, that you used to be obsessed with. Pull it back out, use it again. I promise you, sometimes we get sidetracked with new or this or testing that, and we forget about the gems that we already own. This is one of them. So that is the Dermalect Revitalizing eye cream. So good. Only a couple more things for facial skincare, and then I'm going to go into body. I shared this in New Discoveries. This is the Lightsaver SPF. Since I got the beauty box from the Stryker sisters, I have not stopped using this sunscreen. It is so good that sometimes I actually just layer it with another sunscreen that I love so much. I don't mix them, I layer them because I just love the way it makes my skin look. I am wearing this and this other sunscreen that I've been using all the time. I'm wearing the both today, and I like to do that sometimes because I do feel like that coverage just lends to better SPF protection. You don't have to do that. But this one contains a DNA repair enzyme in it, and it has the one in there that actually interacts with the sun and that activates it. That is one of my favorite DNA repair enzymes because it's supposed to be working when we're in the sun and it's a sunscreen. I don't know. I just think it's pretty smart to put it into sunscreen. You guys know that I've loved the Neova Silk Sheer forever. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit, only it's more affordable. And I actually think the tint is a better color for more people. The Neova Silk Sheer is kind of like a peachy pink, and it's sheer as well. This one is more of off-white, if you will. I hope you can see that. I'll try. This is obviously a thick, you can see it's just not white. It has absolutely no coverage whatsoever, but somehow it imparts this perfection on your skin. It's just really, really glorious. So that is the Lightsaver Activated Mineral Sunscreen, and that is a broad spectrum SPF of 33. Okay, the other sunscreen that I can't stop picking up is the Dr. Rajani SPF 45. Now, the reason why this one is so great for me personally is that it's lightweight. It leaves ever so slight of a glow without any extra moisture. Just a little bit of moisture, but not a lot of extra moisture. So I can layer on all of the things that I want to layer on underneath. And when I get to my SPF, I don't always want a bunch of more moisture, a bunch of extra shine or dew, or else then it's too much. Sometimes it'll pill, that kind of thing. It is not tinted, so I like to have that option sometimes too. And I love Dr. Rajani. I absolutely love supporting him. I think he's done a really great job on his products in general. I think that he's innovative and I just really like him a lot. And so I'm happy to support him. And I think that this sunscreen is just beautiful. So I've been using that every day. What I do often is I will put this one on first. I let it completely dry down for a while and usually do some errands or, around my house, like I'll do some chores and clean up or make my kids breakfast or stuff like that. And then when I'm getting ready to like do my makeup, or if I don't want to do makeup but I want to go out or something like that, then I will put on the lightsaber. I do let that dry down. It doesn't take long. It actually just kind of provides this beautiful kind of perfection to your canvas, to your complexion, and then I can go on either with makeup or without makeup. This one is so sheer and provides such a kind of evenness to the skin without any coverage that you can almost wear this a tiny bit of a really sheer concealer places that you need it, and that's it for complexion on true no makeup days. So this has been a really wonderful combo, if you will, even though they're layered, they're not combined. I want to make sure I get that across. I am not mixing these two together, but I do feel like they layer well together. Now, when we move on to body, I got this particular product probably about mid-month, maybe a little bit earlier than that. So I haven't used this all month, but the day that I got it, I used it and I have used it ever since. And it is the Curel Deep Moisture Spray. Now this one says Japanese skincare. So Curel obviously has their US based and they have other places. This is their Japanese skincare line of Curel. This is a very sheer but super duper hydrating body moisturizer. This is so good, and I could see where this would be really fantastic in going into the summer. Like when you want to moisturize your legs in a hurry and you're running out of the house or something like that, you're wearing maybe shorts or something like that. It gives this really intense but fine spray. And I am telling you, you would think that you're spraying on almost like in between what a water would feel like and a spray sunscreen. It's somewhere in between those two things. That's what it feels like. And then you realize how hydrated your skin is. It will take my crepey skin on my arms because my arms get so dry these days, which I am sure is perimenopause, and it just immediately moisturizes them. I will spray it on, I rub it in, and I am like, okay, that is an intense moisture for something in a spray. And of course it is relatively budget. I want to say I paid like 15 bucks for it. So that is the Curel Deep Moisture Spray. Definitely have used this sometimes more than once a day, every single day since I bought this. This was a recommendation under one of my hair videos in the last 2 months. And this is actually my second bottle since one of you gave me the recommendation. And it might have even been more than one of you, but it is the Redken Extreme Anti-Snap. Now you can't tell, but this bottle is down to here. And you guys, I wash my hair like 3 days a week, maybe more than I used to because of sauna. Every single time I wash my hair, this is my leave-in conditioner right now. This is the Redken Extreme Snap treatment. It is just a leave-in conditioner, but no doubt I have been able to tell that it is really helping me hang on to my mid-strands to ends. If you have dry, brittle, blonde, balayaged hair, woven hair, bleached hair, anti-snap. It's so good. I like that it sprays so that you can kind of get an even disbursement of it. It leaves it soft. It leaves it detangled. It helps it to not break. It is just beautiful. It gives it a little bit of shine, and it doesn't ever weigh my hair down. So I really love it. So that is the Redken Extreme Anti-Snap. So the devices that I have been using all month religiously are two, more than any other device that I picked up. The first one is going to be the Dr. Rajani LED mask. You guys, I can't stop using this. I use it every single day, and I'm just incredibly impressed with this mask. You know that I am pretty devoted to my higher dose LED mask. I love that mask. That mask to me fits my face so well. I love the way they put the strap over the top. I love that company. I really love the higher dose mask. This mask came along and it was sent to me by Dr. Rajani a few months ago, and I have to say, it is right up there, if not beat out my higher dose mask, because he put LED on the submental. So when you put this mask on, you actually get a section that goes underneath your chin with LED. And I can't get over the fact that that is so innovative, and I love it. And it also fits me very similarly to the higher dose mask. So it checks that box as well. This mask to me is one of the best LED masks on the market. Irradiance is 30, and that's important to know because between 30 and 50, that's the range for effective LED masks. I just love this. And it's one of those things that when I travel, I've taken it with me. I'm getting ready to go camping and it's going with me for sure. It's so easy. Okay, the other device that I have picked up religiously since I got it is the higher dose. This is their LED hat. It is the easiest thing to be compliant, and I already feel like I am noticing less hair shed. Now, I've had it since before the launch, so I've been using this for quite a while. So I'm gonna try it on for you now. This is what it looks like. I think it's relatively cute. I mean, it's a device, so it doesn't fit me like as perfectly as an actual ball cap would. But honestly, if I had to go out to take out the garbage, or I had to open the door for UPS or whatever, no big deal. Plus, I'm only wearing it for 10 minutes, so it's not like, you know, I'm not going out dancing in it or anything like that. Now, the other way that I've been using this, because I have used this every single day, anywhere I have traveled, I have taken it with me. The way that I packed it with me is that I actually put my socks and my underwear inside of it and packed it in my suitcase. That's how I packed this little puppy with me, but it has gone on trips because I am determined to be compliant, because I know that this kind of technology can work for the hair, and I'm all in on my hair. Now, the other way that I've been using this, and I want to put a little disclaimer, I'm not telling you should do this, but I want to just plant this seed so that you might look into this. I actually have been using this every single morning for an eye treatment. Now, if you will remember in an LED video that I did a while back, I talked about LED and eye health. And a couple of the parameters that were really important was that it was 650 red light, not near infrared, just red light for eye health. And it also had to be a really low LED source. Now, that's actually kind of hard to find. It's not as easy because even my red light masks, those are 30 or 50, and you really need 8 or lower for your eye health. And you can use things that are stronger, but you have to hold them further away from you. You just have to really make sure they don't hurt your eyes in any way. If you think you want to try LED for eye health, definitely talk to your eye doctor first. I am not telling you, I am not an eye doctor. I am not a doctor in any way. And I am telling you that if that's something you want to try, please do talk to your doctor about it. I talked to my eye doctor about it and he was 100% on board for me personally. And he also told me that they use various forms of light in office to treat the eyes. So I'm cool with it. I am good with it. This hat is an irradiance of 5. So it is the thing that I literally sit for just 3 minutes every single morning. I treat my hair and scalp, and then I take it off and I turn it back on and I look at it for 3 minutes. I don't hold it super close. You still don't want to have to squint or hurt your eyes, which it doesn't. And I just give it a 3-minute look-see, and I know that it is helping my eyes. And so this hat for me has been indispensable because it's kind of a 2-for-1. So that is the higher dose LED hat. Lastly, let's talk about supplements. The first supplement that I have been using nonstop is the Skin and Bone this is from Dr. Haver's brand. This is from Pause Nutrition. Here's the deal with this one. I've been working on collagen content for probably about 2.5 years. Literally, I've been working on collagen content forever. I have tried countless forms of collagen. I can't even tell you, you name it, I've probably tried it. I believe in supplementing with collagen. So there's that right there. And I know that some people don't, and they think that it's whatever. I believe in it. And I believe in it even more the more I research it, the more I study it. Here's the deal. When I went on the cruise in January, the Pause Life cruise, so it was a menopause retreat, that's when Dr. Haver announced and launched this to our group. So I got to learn more about it straight from her in that moment with slides and studies and, like a PowerPoint presentation. And immediately, of course, I was like, okay, as soon as I get home, I'm getting on subscription, which I did. She gave us all a bottle or a jar, she gave us one of these. I immediately came home from that cruise and I went on subscription through Pause Life, and I still am on subscription. So I pay for my own, I have it sent to me, and I love it. It has 2 different kinds of collagen in there. One of them that is essential for our bone health, and another one that is essential for our skin health. Lots of collagen on the market are wonderful. The thing about them is a lot of them aren't specific to anything like your skin or your bones or your joints or whatever. Basically what will happen is you'll take the collagen and then it'll go wherever it's going to go. This one has 2 forms of collagen that are specific to your skin and specific to your bones. Now for me, that's super important. I had a DEXA scan earlier in the year, It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. And I just really knew it was time to get my act together, get to lifting heavy, get my weight under control a little bit. My blood pressure was a little bit high, which has nothing to do with collagen, but I knew I just had to get myself together. So I made some lifestyle changes, some big lifestyle changes. If you're interested in knowing about them, I will link my menopause toolkit because I talk a little bit about it there. And one of them was I need to focus on my bone health. And the lifting heavy had to do with that. And then it had to do with incorporating a collagen that actually will help with my bone density. Okay. So that's what this one is. Plus it tastes good. I put it into a big thing of water and I drink it. It helps me get in some water. And then I get in all this good stuff. This has a bunch of other great stuff in here, the amino acids that you need and all kinds of other things in there as well. And like I said, it tastes good. It's like lemonade flavor or something like that. It's yummy. Okay, so that's one of the supplements. The next one is from Symbiotica. This one is their B12 and B6. This one I started taking because I was taking the vitamin D3 and K2 and CoQ10 from Symbiotica. I'm no longer taking this one. I've switched it out and I'll explain why in a minute. But I like how it was 12 pumps. It was really easy. It didn't taste terrible. I could do it. So it was on their website and I was on subscription with that. Just quit that subscription recently and I'll explain why. But I ordered the B12 and B6. Part of that was because I read online that it's rare, but a B12 deficiency can contribute to hyperpigmentation and can contribute to dark circles under the eyes. It has all of these things. Of course, also B12 deficiency can affect your brain. It can affect all kinds of stuff like that. Like people who are deficient in B12 can have some real serious side effects of that deficiency. Now, I'm not saying that you should supplement without finding out if you are deficient in something or not. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. But I started supplementing with B12 plus B6 from Symbiotica and I love it. It's so easy to take. It's literally 12 pumps. I put it under my tongue and let it sit there for a minute. I don't know if that's a thing, but I figure maybe it'll assimilate even better. It also has fulvic minerals in there. Now, fulvic minerals are something that I am so into and I have been for years and years. And essentially they will help us with hydration. They are just really good for our body and they're almost like elemental. They're incredibly important. So this formulation is just really good. It's expensive though. Symbiotica is very, very expensive as far as I'm concerned, which is why I was using their D3 K2 plus CoQ10 for a long time. And I love it. It's a really good product. But I switched to Dr. Haver's. This is the omega-3 vitamin D and K because it's more affordable. It's more affordable by, I don't know, $15, $16, $17. It's a lot cheaper. And this one has the omega-3 in it. And I wasn't taking an omega-3 and I knew I should be. That helps with our bones. That helps with our brain. That helps with our skin, hydration and suppleness and luminosity. Omega-3s are pretty important. But this also has the vitamin D and then it has the vitamin K, which that's super important to get both of those in. This is a little like soft gel and you take 4 of them a day. You can kind of space them out if you want to. This one is 12 pumps. You just take it once. They're both really, really easy to take. I'm just into this because it has that omega-3. It's less expensive, which is a big deal when you're buying it month after month after month. And it has the stuff in it that I want that this one has as well. So that is the other supplement that I'm taking all the time. Now, again, I'm not suggesting that you should supplement with things unless you check with your doctor, you check your levels, you do all that. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I know I'm deficient in vitamin D, and so I supplement vitamin D. I know that omega-3 is good for me, so I'm supplementing with omega-3. So that's where I am. And the K2 is important too for our bones. Again, the bone health is super duper important to me because I do not want to fall in my older age and debilitate myself, and that's how I die. I don't want to do that. So I'm doing everything I can now to really shore up my bones because I think it's super important. All right, you guys, I hope you are having a really wonderful day. I hope I hear from you in the comments what you're picking up, loving, and using the most. And I will talk to you in my next skincare video. Take care.